my experiences. I'm sure that you people are very experienced, and you might be
Jai Hind
facing,
all.
you might all be facing challenges, and you might be getting the solutions also. But I thought of sharing my experience with you all from this platform today. So once again, a very good evening to all the deans of DBS Varanasi. Good evening, Siddharth sir, for giving me this opportunity. And to begin my presentation, let me start with my slides. I request all of you, please join me in this prayer. May we all be very happy and peaceful. May we all have patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome all inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in life. O blessed one Buddha, bestower of supreme inner peace, may the world be filled with joy. Yes, teaching journey is not so easy. I'm sure everybody will resonate with what I say. Why I say teaching journey is not so easy, you will be able to relate with this video. So I am going to play this video. Please think and reflect, and then we meet again.
यार चांदनी मैम कितना अच्छा पढ़ाती है, कुछ समझ नहीं आता पर सुन के बहुत अच्छा लगता है यार।
आज मम्मी ने डब्बे में क्या दिया होगा? भूख लग रही है यार।
कुछ तो हुआ है, कुछ हो गया है।
क्या हो गया है? इसके बाद वी आर मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट चैप्टर।
थैंक गॉड मैम होमवर्क मांगना भूल गई।
उससे पहले सब अपना होमवर्क सबमिट करेंगे। तुम्हें क्या लगा मैं भूल जाऊंगी?
यार अब नहीं गया ना तो निकल ही जाएगी भाई। मैम प्लीज मैं कर दूं वॉशरूम मैम।
यस यू मे।
मैं भी कॉरिडोर के 2 चक्कर मार के आता हूँ और 10B में जाके कंगना को हाई बोल के आता हूँ। तब तक पीरियड भी खत्म हो जाएगा।
नो यू मे नॉट। 10 मिनट में ब्रेक हो जाएगा।
ओह शिट, डिड आई गेट माय पीरियड? अरे अब मैम को पूछूंगी तो बहाना लगेगा। एनीवे पूछ लेती हूँ। मैम।
यस यू मे।
अरे मैम मेरे को भी जाना।
आई सेड नो।
अरे यार लास्ट बेंच भी खाली है, बाजू में राम भी बैठा है। अभी पूरा पेपर सॉर्ट है।
लकी यहाँ आगे आके बैठो।
बट मैम
सिट डाउन।
फेल है।
क्या बात है यार, जितना पढ़ा था उतना ही आया। सॉर्टेड है ब्रो।
Students, make sure you see the other side of the question paper as well.
अरे यार ये यहाँ क्यों आ रही है? बस थोड़ा सा लेफ्ट हो जाए यार मैम। अरे नहीं राइट। अरे लेफ्ट। जा रही है जा रही है जा रही है जा रही है जा रही है।
So now, what is the final value of x? Who can tell me?
फुल कॉन्फिडेंस में हाथ ऊपर कर लेती हूँ। मैम कभी नहीं पूछेगी। मैम 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 मैम।
Yeah, Sanjana, tell me. You look really confident.
शिट फंस गई।
हम जिंदगी में एक ही तो आंसर आता है मैम। 17 मैम।
8 into 2 plus 1 हाँ 17।
मैम माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया ही है मैम। अरे लॉक करो मैम, माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया ही है।
कि नहीं, आई थिंक इट्स 70। हाँ हाँ वही होगा।
Ram, why don't you try? I'm sure you have the answer.
मैम इज इट 7?
Very good.
17,565.
अरे माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया कैसे टॉपर बनेंगे?
Finally, we proved that x is equal to pi by 2.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Got it.
Got it?
Thank you. पूरा बाउंसर गया, पर वापस पूछूंगी तो डम लगूंगी.
Suno Sanjana, I can explain again, okay? There are no dumb questions in class.
No, ma'am. I understood. Thank you so much, ma'am. ट्यूशन टीचर कब काम आएगी?
ट्यूशन नहीं पढ़ना है तो स्कूल में क्यों आती हूँ? यहीं पे एडमिशन ली है ना? मैं भी कितना अच्छे से समझाती हूँ, जब तक समझते नहीं तब तक समझाती हूँ ना. कितनी कोशिश कर.
मैम, really?
मैम, आप सही बोल रही थी. ट्यूशन टीचर की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. आप इतना अच्छा तो पढ़ाती है. बाय मैम.
What? Did he just hear my thoughts? F of x.
Mukti ma'am, you'll need to post the Padlet in the chat.
So she was saying, Mukul ma'am, can you please paste the Padlet link?
Mukul ma'am, can you paste the Padlet link?
Yeah. I think ma'am has pasted, sir. Yeah. So this is the Padlet. Sir, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So I've pasted a Padlet, and these are the situations that we are really coming across in our everyday life in classrooms. And I would request all the educators to give the responses for any situation of their choice, or which you actually been successful in dealing with. So here's the link. Now please do that, and I'll just see that who is giving me what response. Teachers, I would like to request, it's a very interactive session because the topic that I have taken today needs a lot of interaction. So let it be very interactive, then only we are going to enjoy this session. All right. Okay. I am getting the answers for situation where a child is facing trauma. We can deal with love and care, even we can understand their feelings as well. Tejal ma'am says that yes, counseling. Like chalk reduces the problem, will reduce eventually. Excellent. Okay, we try to find out the reasons. Be with him or her. True, very true. See, this is the answers that I'm already getting, and that's what I said, that we are doing it. It is just the reinforcement of what we are doing, and just to remind few of the things. All right, a child who cheats, counseling can really help the child. Okay, all right. The third situation, I still don't get any answer for the third situation. Show affection, emotional understanding. Great. For the third situation, I got an answer. A child who tells lie, understand the situation and guide. Okay. All right. For a child who cheats, circle sharing, somebody says. For situation 4, a child with ADHD, very common nowadays. Give the child some responsibilities. We can support the child with the help of parents according to that what we can work. More attention to be given to the child. All right. Situation 2, again, that the one who tells lie, find the root cause of the behavior and enhance the confidence level. All right. Make him reflect on his. I think I'm getting excellent answers, and the Padlet is definitely going to fill. You can keep on writing on the Padlet, because yes, third situation, excellent. We need to build a trust. Thank you so much. Natasha ma'am says, show child by example the consequences of telling lie. Great. All right. For ADHD, we need to put ourselves in the child's shoe, support the child. Use many interesting activities to gain the attention of the child. Great. Thank you so much, all the educators. Lovely. It was really lovely that everybody has started writing, and it became very interactive. So I again come back to my own presentation and the slide, and let me just, and those who wish to write, please do write. And I'm going to definitely have this have this Padlet shared with everybody. All right, thank you so very much. Before I actually start my presentation, I would like to put a disclaimer. All the case studies and the situations are real and they're based on personal experiences of the educators. Only the names have been changed to maintain the dignity of individual. All right, I take the first case study. Now, case study says, I'm going to deal with case studies and I request everybody to put their thought process, their solutions on the chat so that a learning for me also takes place. Rohan is in grade 2. He is a defiant child, too arrogant for his age. He answers back at teachers. One day the teacher said to him, "Stop all this drama." The child retorted, "Drama takes place in school." Now, how do you think the teacher should react? Can I have some of the answers on the chat box? I'll read it out, and definitely I'm sure you might be having the answer also of this problem. And remember, the child is only in grade 2. So let me see how many answers on the chat box comes. All right. Okay. Can you quickly start?
Ma'am, please repeat the question. The child of grade 2.
Okay. It's is the screen not visible?
Yes, it is. Okay.
Is the screen not visible? All right. This is Rohan is in grade 2. He is a defiant child, too arrogant for his age. He answers back at teachers. One day the teacher said to him, "Stop all this drama." The child retorted, "Drama takes place in school." All right. Thank you, sir. Principal sir, when writes something, I really feel. Teacher must try to discover the drama in the child's life that leads his to arrogance. Thank you, sir. Excellent answer. Make him understand what's wrong. Siddhartha says that, I'll just go up because the chat box is getting overloaded. Okay, Siddhartha says teacher should not react. He or she should pause and build opportunities to understand the home circumstances of the child. Speak to the child and understand the reason for his behavior. All right, understanding child psychology. Rohan is in need of more activities in the class. All right, correct. I think I'm getting many answers, and many of the answers, honestly speaking, they are the same what I wanted to discuss with you all. The teacher should be patient listener and he or she should build a lot of rapport with the child. And this can only be done, honestly speaking, when you're talking to the child only on one-to-one basis. A one-to-one conversation is very, very important, because if you ask the child anything in front of any child, the child may again go into a shell. So the children, and especially the children of this age, that is around 7-8 years, they in fact open up very quickly when they're treated with lot of love and care. Even you talk that you are, yeah, because for them teacher is, something God. Teacher is a God. So once you start treating the child with lot of love and care, what happens is immediately the child tells whatever is going at home or whatever he's facing, the problems or the challenges. This will, in fact, once the child gets opened up, the teacher will be able to understand what is the root cause of the child's inappropriate behavior. Sometimes what happens is that at times we tend to fail also. We are unable to understand that why the child is behaving like this. Under those circumstances, it is always advised to take the help of the counselor, or you can always, take the help of the parents also and understand whether the child is behaving in a similar manner at home also or not. So for this case, I personally dealt, though he's a class grade 2 child, but I met the parents and I spoke to the parents and just listen what they have to say. If you give a child a challenging student, they must look inside the defiant eyes to see the pain that lies behind them. I met Rohan's mother, and what I learned was this 7-year-old child has a very, very traumatic experience at this age. During the COVID, he lost his father. The father was running a big school in Allahabad. He used to go in that school, and where he was really pampered like anything with the by the teachers, being the son of the obviously the director, the owner of the school. And due to circumstances, the situation became such that the mother along with these two children have to shift to Varanasi and stay with her parents. Now you can understand a child who has seen so much in the school has all of a sudden seen that everything has gone down. So his mind, his emotional and emotional quotient, as well as his thought process and his thinking, everything has all together changed in very less time. So before we are coming to any kind of a conclusion, scolding or punishment to the child, we should know that why the child is behaving, because solutions will automatically fall in place if we are continuously and persistently talking to the children, to the child. I am sure that we get the solution and there will be an improvement. Again, the improvement may not be seen overnight. Yes, but with due course of time, there will definitely be some kind of an improvement and the child behavior will definitely be improved. How to create memories. This is my second case study. As I've already said, that honestly speaking, all these case studies that I am talking to you they are actually real. And the case studies that generally come to me, they are countless. Obviously, this CC Friday, I will be sharing very few. And the ones I've tried to take is from all the greats, so that at least all the great teachers will be obviously giving me the ideas also and taking an idea back also. So how to create memories? Raghav is an 8-year-old child. He's extremely shy and has difficulty interacting with others. I am sure that the teachers and the educators today in CC Friday will resonate with me that in every class we have got 2 to 3 students who are Raghav. They are shy. They are introvert. How you as a teacher would deal with this child? Are these early symptoms of a severe problem? Can I have again quick 2-3 answers on the chat box, please? All right, Vidya ma'am says that give him more opportunity to volunteer. Pratima Ganesh ma'am says that repetition. All right. Prabjot ma'am says that make emotional connection with the child. This is not a big issue. Teacher should frequently talk to him, help him. All right. His hobbies. Bharti ma'am says his hobbies. Ravisa again resonates that give him responsibilities. Appreciate and encourage him by providing maximum reinforcement. All right, have a word with the class, making comfortable in the class. Yes, all these are absolutely correct. All right, apart from this, anybody can tell me that are these early symptoms of any severe problem? Yeah. This could be, all right, sir says that this could be social anxiety or bullying, circle time, or maybe that talking to the children or to the classmate will help. All right, correct. Try to involve more in classroom discussion. Thank you for your answers. Thank you so very much. Yes, you are absolutely right. Whatever you have written on the on the chat box, absolutely correct, because this is a situation that we are on a daily basis we are in fact facing. So we all know the answer. My only question was, is this an early symptom of some severe problem? So yes, it is really not easy to create memories, honestly speaking. What could be the reason behind this kind of a behavior? Many of you have answers given me the answers, which really are in my list too. We all agree that one-to-one communication, everybody is saying here that one-to-one communication is it's the best way to get the root cause of the problem. And in this case, the child must be undergoing some kind of emotional imbalance or having some complex. We can find out ways to boost up his spirit, give him task of his interest, appreciate him, make him feel unwanted. My last question to this is, are these early symptoms of severe problem? Yes, these are early symptoms of severe problem, because this is going to lead to a low self-esteem. If the child at this age is going to develop with a low self-esteem, the confidence level of the child is going to be shattered. And throughout his life, he will not be able to rise what he should in fact do in his life. So it is very, very important that this age, which is a very, very, very critical age, a age where a confidence has to be built. Even if he or she is wrong, you have to tell the child in such a manner that next time whenever he answers, he answers it with a lot of confidence. So I think that, yes, Siddharth Shivasu says that, yes, this is yes, it's a symptom of depression and anxiety. Yes, very true. So I request the teachers that if you have such children in the class, you have given me the answers, that you can give them the task of their interest, you can talk to them, you can involve them in discussion, you can also ask them, give them some responsibilities, you can also talk to the parents, maybe that there is something which is not going, which the child is undergoing at home, and maybe the parents are also not telling, and the child also doesn't want to tell. So taking the parent into confidence during the counseling session, you can always do that. Thank you so much. So I hope that such Raghavs who are there in our classes will definitely be catered by my high esteemed educators on this platform. The teacher must act as a friend. We have always been saying that teacher is a philosopher, guide, and as a friend. Trust me, times have changed. More than a philosopher or a guide, I feel a teacher has to be a friend. They must find out what the trauma is the child is undergoing. They must find out the moments in their overwhelming day, busy day, to talk to the children. They must laugh at their funny jokes, find out if they like pizza, pastries. At times when you talk something very funny to the children also, feel very good. And it happens. You simply do it in the class. I walk in the corridors, and when I walk in the corridors, I simply, child is coming during the recess, and I say something very funny. Hey, what are you doing? Where are you going? So how's life? Or something, very funny. How was the cricket match? So they feel so happy that yes, the teacher is coming to the same platform and talking to us. So the best thing is this: listen to the child, build a rapport, and rapport can be built in the following ways, what you said, so that he sheds all the fears and speaks his heart out. Become a child to know the child. I will again lay a stress on this line, that you need to become a child at times to know the child and see the difference. I would like to quote one of the example of our principal, sir. He walked in one of the section of class 11, and whether it's very, very funky style, a child says, sir, may I come in? And it was a very, very funky style, as if these that VJs and the radio jockeys, they say. So sir said that, sir, look at him, and he, said that he thought, sorry sir. So I said, no, I liked your style. Can you do it again? And it was lovely to see that sir imitated that. And this is what is very much required, because I'm sure next time the child is definitely going to open up, and for any problem he's going to approach sir, because sir has opened his door for that child. So this is important, that we become a child to know the child and we see the difference. I am coming to a grade 11 since it is being dealt by me, and these are the problems that I really see many a times that the children face. Is Raima is a grade 11 student, and she's quite good in studies, but she really opens up. She hesitates to interact with peers. She keeps a low key in the class, as if hiding herself from the crowd. What happens is, we as teachers forget also, if the child is doing this because of the pressure, because of our daily routine, the teachers also get annoyed. Teachers get annoyed at times and feel she is very stubborn and does not participate in activities. Have you come across any similar cases in your classes? If you have, please raise up your hands. Yeah? Oh, great, great. I've got one of the hand raised, correct? Or who else? Ma'am, I would like to ask you, yes, I would like to ask you, have you been quick enough to judge or ridicule? You may unmute yourself and tell, ma'am. Have you been quick enough to judge or ridicule that the child is arrogant, the child is, he doesn't, she doesn't take anything? All right, I would like, all right, can you just share? Shivangi ma'am, can you share?
Yeah, initially I thought that why is child behaving so strange? Is it the reason because the child finds herself to be different from others as she finds herself superior? But later when I started establishing conversation with the child, uh, making certain excuses, like I was asking her to bring copy to the staff room, or without any reason, I was just finding a chance to talk to him. What I discovered, she was just trying to have concealment over her emotional imbalance. It was a kind of camouflage concealment of her inner self because she was very fragile and she was not ready to accept that she is breaking inside in front of others.
Thank you, Shivangi ma'am. Thank you so very much. Yes, I will take your word. The fragileness of the children. Children have become very fragile. And even if they are fragile, they try to become very strong in front of others. But internally, trust me, they are very, very fragile. For even small thing, they tend to break down. Their emotional quotient is very, very low. I would like to have somebody from other campus also. Yes. Nagpur or Nashik. Can I have somebody? Anybody can, please. I'm sure that you must be having such cases. Yeah. All right. Yes. All right. Yes, Bharti ma'am. I think you would like to speak something. Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, ma'am. Actually, you are correct that we have such type of cases, but no, I never get annoyed because sincerely we try to find out, because being a girl, we can understand maybe the background that they are told to be quiet in the class, and we try to go deep, like what could be the reason the child is doing. But yes, there is that answer also, purposely the child is doing, maybe the child doesn't want to mingle or help others. So there are different cases. So first we have to identify what is the real case, is just now my co-teacher Shivangi ma'am told. Then finally we should deal accordingly.
Yeah, I think you're right. Thank you for answering. Thank you so much, Bharti ma'am. Yeah, absolutely correct. I resonate with what Bharti ma'am and Shivangi ma'am has said, that actually, we simply at times we are unable to identify. So the most important thing is that we need to identify. And how can we identify? We can only identify when we are constantly observing the child. When I say observing the child, is not that I am keeping an eye on the child. When I'm teaching the class, that I'm looking everybody, but with so much of experience you educators have, we come across that there is some child in your class who needs some kind of a guidance or some kind of a, help required. So constant observation is very, very important. It is again a case of personality disorder. The teacher has to make the child accepted, have to find ways to make the child accepted and valued. Only that will help her include herself in the crowd. Maybe that you are even observing it, but until and unless the child is not being valued and he himself feels that yes, I am being valued, he will not, because this is the age where the children try to keep themselves secluded. So Ravi sir says, in my opinion, different person have different personality, which is unique to everyone. Absolutely correct. So under that situation, Ravi sir, I would like to say that if such situation is there, I completely agree to what you say. We need to let the child be like what he or she is. Leave the child. You don't have to every time probe into that. Leave the child, give the child some time, and after some time, I'm sure that gradually the child will come to you, and you will be, he will come to you, you talk to him, and then you can do it. Thank you so much for becoming so interactive. uh, when I spoke to Raima, what did I found? I'll tell you. I am not beautiful, and please understand the trauma of the child. And being a girl, you understand, because beauty for a girl today and forever has been very, very important. So there were so many horrible things said to me. That's what Raima told me. I was laughed at for my dark complexion. I was ugly. Uh, a boy almost tried to throw up when paired with him for a dance performance. If he was acting, that's what she said. Ma'am, if he was acting, he did it too well. He made me hate myself. Now the important is we understand that how much of the confidence this child must have lost. So it is again becomes the child becomes the victim, and instead of gaining the confidence, what is happening, that herself she is losing the confidence in her. So we teachers need to understand this and sense the problem the child is facing. We need to keep encouraging her by giving the praises, by giving the responsibilities, so that she can she can carry it very well. I have already told in my just 5 minutes before, that if the child is not trying to mingle, if the child is not ready to talk, leave the child, because what is going to happen, this is going to worsen the situation. With time and constant talking and counseling, she will get over with this complex and become a confident child. But again, I say that we don't have to leave the child, because the change again will not take overnight. This is again a case of personality disorder or body shaming. Perhaps she was very much conscious of herself, her looks, her personality, and therefore she was trying to hide herself. Physical, yes, absolutely, just that is what we need to tell our children, that physical appearance is no obstacle in the path of success. If we try to somehow tell and bring this inside the child, I'm sure that the what situation Raima has faced, no other child is going to face. To make memories, we need to overcome challenge. We must understand the different challenges among students that affect their learning. It can be family problems, trauma and bullying, lack of appreciation, acceptance, lack of motivation and encouragement. Memories are never created with anger, impatience, and overindulgence. Please, I use the word overindulgence. It needs consistent persuasion. You need to be consistent and patient enough to do so. What Raima faced, I am sure, if you are patient enough and you just keep your anger aside, I am sure that the child is going to overcome with this kind of challenge or this kind of a complex that she is facing. So you have to deal with lot of empathy and patience. If you give a challenging, if you give a teacher a challenging student, I would like to. I'm sorry, I'm a science student, so I have a habit of explaining more with a flow chart and all. So what I feel is, make a bridge. How can you make a bridge? A bridge can be only made strong when there is a relation between a teacher and a student. And building relations, once you are setting relation, they're not easy. Trust me, they're not easy. Student and teacher relationship making is not very easy. But once this relationship and this bridge has been built, the child feels completely safe. And once the child starts feeling completely safe, he will definitely come to you, he will open up, and he will look for help. He will always come to you, take your advice. It's important, yes. Ma'am says this is not a boy, even if even he's a child. Yes, obviously. So that is important for us, that ensure that in your class of 40, this sounds a little impossible for us, because I also teach. So for a teacher it's difficult that 40 students पे पूरा आंख लगाना नहीं, but yes, with due course of time and with lot of experience, when you walk in the class you can very well understand which eyes are happy in the class today and which eyes are sad in the class today. Even if you will just give a glance in the entire class, you will be able to understand. So once that connect is built, you will see that no child is left unattended and uncared. So this is the most important thing, that you need to build a relationship, a connect with the child, so that he feels safe and he opens up and comes up with the problems and the challenges that the child is facing. Now, question is, how do we become a bridge? The disruptions are more frequent as students test the relationship. Honestly, this is true. They will every time expect more than what we try to give. If I try to give something, they will expect more from me. So teachers should be ready to give more. ये दिल मांगे मोर वाली बात हो जाती है कि अगर आप बच्चे को एक बार कुछ भी कह देते हैं और उसको कुछ दे देते हैं, तो उसका एक्सपेक्टेशन लेवल डेफिनेटली इंक्रीजेस, एंड इट्स अ ह्यूमन टेंडेंसी. So the teachers should, and I'm sure that teachers of today are also very, very good and very smart, and they are doing their task with lot of responsibility. They really find countless countless things in order to see that what kind of a behavioral strategies can they follow in the class, so that they can cater to the students and no child is left unattended. We are attending to every child. So here, the trust on the child, build the trust, and that trust will definitely allow you that he will come to you for every support, even a small if he is happy for a small thing, he will come and share with you. So that trust is very, very important, and trust can only come when you have a relationship with the child. What will be the teachers' behavioral strategies? Different strategies, we are doing it also. Engage the children in the mindful activities, talk to the school counselor, psychologists, and other teachers to find the right fit. Make students hold the door for others. Here I'm talking about buddies. Find books on animals, rocks. This is for the small kindergarten children. Small books on animals, rocks, or any other topic that might children might be liking it. I'll be definitely talking on this point. Let go of the power pride. We as teachers, I don't know, in my home at least I know that everybody say teacher ho isliye tumhara bolna bahut hota hai, you speak a lot. And this happens with more or less with all the teachers. Honestly, they become very talkative. They want to put forward their point of view at every place, whether it's required or not. So I let go of the power pride. But with this also, teacher has a lot of ego. We don't realize मेरे बच्चे ने मुझको कैसे ऐसे जवाब दे दिया. So that power pride has to let go from us. We have to understand that the child has got an ego, but we don't have to bring an ego. His ego has to be converted into a respectful, into respect, rather than you being, bringing your power pride, your ego in front of the child. Constant observation without letting the student know about it is again very, very important. And some practical solutions will also help us to reach out to the students. We can do this and bring it into practice in our classes, and I'm sure the results will definitely be positive. Whatever I'm discussing with you, trust me, this is all most of you might be doing in the class. It's just reinforcement of what you people are doing, and just sharing of the idea from this platform, that is from that screen to this side and from this side to that side. I'm just here is a common list case studies, and I'm sure we all are dealing again. Let us have an overview of some of these common case studies. Children with ADHD, very common nowadays. Children with learning disability, children in the habit of telling lie, stealing, cheating, children with personality disorder, complexes, and trauma. All these are the studies which is very, very common. Initially, we were not able to find out. Now that we have started, we have tools to find out that the children are undergoing through these kind of cases, through these kind of problems. So we can very well cater now. So again, I say that this is a problem of real problem, and here I would like to ask the maths teacher, because maths is really something which children really, they run away from them. So I was tired of hating maths. We all had high expectation for me, my parents, my teachers, my peers, but I just could not make it. The only support I had within me was my own self. But this did not make me less intelligent or dumb. Yes, I was mocked at and ridiculed by all. I am posting this question only to the maths teacher. What is the solution if the child has got this? What you do it in your class? Can I have the answer from the maths teachers? Because maths is really a subject which is generally, not only the children, I'm sure the adults here also at times say that, I don't like maths. मेरी maths अच्छी नहीं थी, इसलिए मैंने maths छोड़ दी. How do we make interesting maths so that the children right from the lower class till this age, loves maths like anything? Yes, Bharti ma'am.
First of all, I would say that you are most welcome to visit DPS Nasik. The methods all the maths teachers are teaching here, and I'm 100% sure you will fall in love with maths when you
Wow,
come.
great.
So few of the things, like very important thing is mistakes. Help them, let them do mistakes while solving sums. Whenever we are calling children, we are having this thing that we are telling children to come and solve the maths. So n number of mistakes, let them do it. Never tell them you are wrong, because the moment you tell you are wrong, you are stopping yourself. So we have started this. Allow them, then another child, they will rectify the mistake and they are doing it. This we have started since last few days, and we can see that children are really improving and they are gaining confidence.
Wow.
Other thing is, what I believe as a maths teacher, this is again I have adopted. I used to think कि बच्चे को maths नहीं आ रहा है, but then I found out it is me, my strategies. If my child is not understanding maths, I have to change my strategies in such a way. I have to go down deep level of that child, कि how I can teach that child. So if someone is getting scared, my child, it is only me, I cannot tell others. If my child is not understanding maths, I'm at the fault. Unless and until I don't have to, I'm not able to teach that child, I'm improving more and more on that. So I'm trying these methods. There are other methods which my co-teachers are also doing. Maybe they can share.
All right. Thank you, Bharti ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes, other maths teachers, Varanasi and Nagpur. Nagpur, this time this is from your side. Anupma ma'am, you tell your teachers to answer. Yeah.
Mukti ma'am, may I?
All right, Anju ma'am, please go ahead.
I totally agree with the Bharti ma'am solutions. Definitely it works. I would like to add on some more thing, ma'am. And always try to apply in my class. I think just help child to reach the solution. Suppose you are asking any question and child says, ma'am, I don't know. But I think teacher should try to help the child. Maybe teacher can start, okay, ye question hai, aisa hoga. Then what next? And she can play a role as a coach, so that child will reach the solution. And once if he did the same, or he will reach that point, he will achieve that goal. So next time maybe he will try by himself.
All
So
right.
this way we can motivate that child.
Correct. Very true that you call him on the board, or maybe that you're asking the child.
Yes,
to solve
ma'am.
this
Yes,
step,
ma'am.
and you are just supporting the child. You just
Exactly.
you are standing right at the back of the child, where the child feels that there's something at the back of me, my teacher, and I will not be mocked if I'm doing anything wrong.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Because
ma'am.
this happens that when the child does something wrong, the others who are sitting, 39 children other side, they tend to, yes, please, yes, go ahead. Yes, Siddharth, I think I could not find.
जी मैम, ये जो केस स्टडी है ना, ये मैं आपको गारंटी बोल रहा हूँ, अगले 1 साल में ऐसी केस स्टडी आपके पास आएगी नहीं, क्योंकि मैथ्स डिपार्टमेंट तीनों स्कूल में बहुत जोर शोर से काम कर रहे हैं टू मेक मैथ्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग.
Great. Sir, I hope that next year, if I do this presentation and bring other case studies, I'm going to delete this from my presentation. All right. So of course, thank you so much for sharing this. Yes, it is very true, teachers, that not all children have an aptitude for every subject. That we need to understand. But we can't help the education system that up to a certain level, yes, they need to do it. Right, but they should do it happily, and they should do in such a manner that yes, I feel happy doing maths, right? So that and of course, if it's not an aptitude, doesn't mean that the child is not intelligent and he's a dumb child. Find out how he can do it, and of course, you have given me the solution that this is how you can do it in the class in order to bring a confidence in the child that yes, I can do these questions. So also one more thing is that you can always start from a lower level. Just to add on, or already sir has said that maths department is doing too much in all the 3 campuses. Yes, we can always also, in order to build the confidence, because confidence is the only key word, I'll say that. Only confidence is the key word. So what we can do is we can rather start with a small level, in the sense lower level. Give him a very, very easy questions first, then come to the second level, then come to the third level. I'm sure that with this is going to definitely in some time, I again say that not 1 month, it may take 6, 7, 8 months, so that child will start having interest. Because once he starts doing the questions, and once he does the question on his own, his confidence is going to speak. Make him reach at least an average level of understanding of the subject. And I keep talking to the student also. I keep talking to the maths teacher. Before my presentation, I spoke to Rahul sir, and I said, sir, you tell me that what will be your solution, because I said I am going to somehow take some few points from here. So he means the math educator, so I'll take up. And that's what sir says, that make your maths very interesting. Teaching mathematics should be very, very interesting. It has to have some kind of a system where where the child is not taking it as a burden, rather he's enjoying every step, what Anjuman says. Thank you for so much. Amit Srivastava says a teacher should praise for students' attempt, and we should try to find the pattern of mistakes made. Excellent. Sometimes प्लस माइनस गड़बड़ कर रहा है, एडिशन नहीं कर पा रहा है, डिविजन नहीं कर पा रहा है. So I think the pattern of the mistake, thank you sir for adding this, pattern of mistake finding is again very, very important. I think this is going to definitely be a great tool for a teacher to help the child. Learn some math from the child as well. Thank you, Tulika. Thank you so much. Habit of lying. Mira is a girl of grade 6. She has the habit of lying. She has almost she lies almost for the small things, like her parents live abroad, that she brings burgers and pizzas to school, and many more things. Her peers who know her background make fun of her and bully her. Even the teachers at times, they join in the fun, in making fun of her. What is this? This is perhaps common again among the adolescents. They are in that transitional phase where they seek attention and acceptance. If they do not get, they indulge in telling lie. So again, you as a teacher, have you really found any case again related to this, and how have you overcome? Yes, please. या ये तो बहुत कॉमन केस होता है. झूठ बोलना तो बहुत कॉमन होता है, बट हम उसको कैसे केटर करते हैं? हाउ डू वी केटर इट? यस प्लीज. आई आस्क मुकेश सर. सर, please add on.
I don't know what to add, but the case studies seem to be good. I can see so much of participation from the senior wing, especially from Varanasi. And therefore, I think I would request Siddharth that we should have more sessions by Mukti, because the senior wing suddenly gets active when the coordinator is there.
So you will not leave any stone unturned in, bullying me on this platform too?
Not bullying you on the platform, Mukti. I'm deifying you there.
All right.
All right. So, well, I think the case studies are pretty good. I saw a lot of responses on the Padlet, and while you were discussing also quite a few chat box answers. Whenever we do sessions like this, these wonderful thoughts do come to us. But when we are actually in the midst of a situation, I think we lose control. And that's where, we need to remember that just giving answers, right answers at a session or at that, we don't have to, we need to remember them. That's the reason why I think we should have more sessions like that, so that, we kind of continue to delve within ourselves. Each time we do a session like that and we give these answers, somewhere down the line, पत्थर के ऊपर जैसे धीरे धीरे पानी पड़ेगा, वैसे it will help us that. And from today's session, I think if all the people who've really given the answers, some really good answers have come in, if you all can actually walk the talk, things will be much better at our ends. And honestly, I love the first video that we started with. Seriously, if we actually listen to the thoughts of our children, my God, maybe some of us may have to just drown within our own tears.
True, very true.
Right, because बच्चे बहुत कुछ बोलते हैं हमारे बारे में. So I think we need to listen to, just imagine like what she did. Imagine what the child would say if I said this or did this in the reactions. So that's all I would like to add. So let's all walk the talk.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. That really added on. I will take from where you left, like कि अगर आप किसी पत्थर पे लगातार पानी डालिए तो कुछ ना कुछ हल्का सा उसमें एक मार्क बनना शुरू हो जाता है. तो and you very rightly said, sir, that we are, when it comes to talking, it is very easy to talk, but when we go to the classrooms, it becomes a little difficult. So I think that we'll not make this difficult taking them to the classes. We will definitely be doing it, and I request the teachers to do as well. Personality disorders and complexes. This is a problem which I have recently catered. Priya is in grade 2 and extremely active, grade 12, I'm sorry. An extremely active, lively child. But somewhere deep down her has a complex that her peers do not include her. She feels isolated and secluded. She's growing up, losing all confidence in herself. Note that Priya is very short-heighted. And trust me, this is a recent incident that had come. I was there in the class and I just asked one of the child to come on the board. And somebody said, must have told, I told, I'm not taking the real name. Obviously, I told Priya, please come on the board. She's a short-heighted girl. Somebody from the back immediately said, "Tum to board tak pahunch hi nahi paogi. What is the use of going?" So that really, the child was a little, somewhere where she was feeling confident to go on the board and do, has lost somewhere the kind of, because he was mocked. And that mocked and my appreciation, in fact, the mocking superseded my appreciation and the child did not come to that. So iske liye, that is very important that we teachers who are acting as a mentor, we should overcome her complexes. And indeed, we would agree that the best way to make the child feel accepted and wanted is to simply talk to the class, I would say. Talk to the class, that why is it happening? And counsel them. Don't take the example of the same child. Have a circle sharing. Let the children reflect. Give them the situation. That yes, what will happen if happens to you? Self-reflection is very, very important. Then how for every one of them it is important, irrespective whether you are tall, short, fair or dark. Make them realize that each one is endowed with unique qualities and that makes them who they are. And I'm sure this will definitely bring a lot of change, because जितनी जल्दी हमारे students ऐसा बोलते हैं, उतनी ही जल्दी they try to introspect and try to correct also. So immediately after the class, the child who spoke without my saying walked in my office and said, "Ma'am, I'm extremely sorry. I never wanted to mock at her. She took that way, but I know that if somebody would have told me this, even I would have felt bad." So that self-realization has come when you speak to the children. Yeah, there is somebody's hand which is, there was there. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. I can't see because I am with my presentation, so I can't see who was raising the hand. Yes, please go ahead. Yeah, Ashwini ma'am, will you help me recognizing the raised hand?
No one is there, ma'am.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you so much. So that means every child is special in the class and needs a circle sharing in the class itself. All right, correct. Thank you. Okay, this is act as mentors. You see my presentation, and I would like to make it very clear. I have taken all the pictures and everything of my students because I believe that what I do, I should only project. And if I'm not doing it, I cannot take a copyright from anywhere. So act as mentors, they need you to give them the only appreciation they get in a day, need you to see their good qualities, need you to be patient enough, need you to believe that they are worth believing. Yes, we can't let it go. We have to be the mentors, the guide, because it is a matter of young lives who need to grow up as happy and confident individual to face the world. Really, yeah, Siddharth sir is saying that really appreciate everyone who could have their cameras on. True. So, for this, we need to make a difference, and make a difference means, and if you make a difference, what will happen? One day, out of nowhere, there is a difference, a breakthrough. What every teacher teaches for, that kid starts to believe what you believe. That they are special. You say that they are special, they will believe it. That they are lovable, that they are worth it. That makes all the difference. Yes, only we can do this. Be a little different to bring the difference. Give up on self-pride, ego, and everything else. Just make a difference. If you give a teacher a challenging student, last but not the least, they will change that student life. And you know what will happen? And it happens. It happens that in the process, they just might change their own self. While changing the child, the teacher also changes. How true it is really. In doing so, we are bringing a change in ourselves. And change will always be a good. If you bring a good change in the child, that good change will definitely be evident in you also. So you are also, in fact, trying to change in a positive manner. Before I finish my presentation, during a recent visit, Siddharth sir, when he was in Varanasi, he just interacted with all of us. And during our conversation, he asked the teachers to recall the bad memories of the school days. And you know what happens? That all the teachers, they wrote on sticky notes, and whatever is still echoing in the mind. You can understand that we all are adults. We have so many years of teaching experience, but still that childhood memories, bad memories, are still echoing in our minds. We have penned down few, and it's written here that the teacher feels that still there is an echo in the ear of a teacher of being called as hopeless. Corporal punishments, experiences of the teacher, humiliation. You have no scope of personality development. We all say that. Then biasness of the teacher to a certain set of students. Bullying, make them stand or sit on the floor to do the work. And then isolation from the peers. Teachers being very judgmental. Tum to aise hi ho. Then fights and use of abusive language. You trust me, these are the memories that the teachers have shared. You can understand that after so many years, still they remember this. Are we really recreating those memories again? Do we want our students to list the bad memories we have left for them for a life, what we have recited right now? No, I'm sure no. So punishments and judgments are no longer the mark of a teacher. We have to go beyond the ordinary to become extraordinary and create the extraordinary. So this is what I wanted to say. And right at the end, this is from the hearts of the children. And yes, let us I'll read this quote, which is a very lovely quote from even by APJ Abdul Kalam. Sometimes it's better to bunk a class and enjoy with friends. When I look back, marks never made me laugh, but memories do. Yes, it does. Honestly, on the lighter note, a little heavy because lighter note. How many have really bunked the classes when you were there in this school? Quick, yes, 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 or no, no. You can write in the chat also. Yes, yes, yes. So yes. So there are so many yes. I'm sure everybody has done. Let us leave happy memories for our children on this happy note. I would like to end my session. Thank you so much for listening to me patiently. I'm sorry I can't help myself. I'm a bit talkative and I really elaborate things. So sorry for that, but thank you for listening so patiently. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Mukul ma'am, for sharing my presentation.
Thank you, Mukti ma'am. I think it was a really nice session today with so many case studies. I'm sure everybody will be able to relate to the various situations that you shared. आज का सेशन देख करके ये जरूर समझ में आया होगा हम सबको कि when there are some difficult situations, all of us know, and like Mukesh sir also said, all of us know what is the right thing to do. But unfortunately there are times जब हमें पता होता है क्या सही है, but कभी कभार हो कुछ और जाता है. And the difference between what is right and ho kuch aur jata hai stands our mindfulness, stands our consciousness. So that is the difference that lies between what we want to do and what we end up doing unknowingly. Nobody wants to do bad. When we take out the baggage जो हमारी past memories होती हैं, तो सबको पता है क्या करना है. But sometimes the baggage takes over our mindfulness, and that is where all the trouble happens. So request you to invest in 5 minutes of mindfulness, request you to invest in 5 minutes of consciousness every morning, and you will see how this transforms the lives of your students. You will not be on a sticky note while sharing bad memories. Yes, Mukesh sir, over to you. Pushpi ma'am, Anupama ma'am, if you would like to add anything after sir. Sir, आप mute पे.
Yeah, just before Pushpi ma'am and Anupama ma'am give their remarks, I just thought I need to add this from what you said. मुक्ति के सेशन से अगर हमें करण का जो श्राप लगता है टीचर्स को कि सही मोमेंट पे वो याददाश्त हमारी चली जाती है, तो उससे अगर मुक्ति मिल जाए तो आई थिंक वी विल बी डूइंग ग्रेट इन आवर स्कूल.
Anupama ma'am, Pushpi ma'am, any last words? Otherwise, we'll close. ठीक है. I think we can. Thank you, Mukti ma'am. I think it was really nice and very interesting. Yes, Ashwini, you have something to say.
Yeah, so we have to take the wheel of names to star and a wish.
Let's just do the feedback form, Ashwini, this time. I think already we've shot up time. Just send the feedback form and everybody can fill that up. Teachers, we've made these ground rules as what everybody had suggested last time around. उसको ध्यान में रख के हमने इसको बनाया है. The CC Fridays, again, I'm reiterating, is not compulsory. Let this be a learning experience, but let this not be a baggage. आप किसी दिन नहीं attend कर पा रहे, feel free to skip it.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Siddharth sir. Thank you, Mukesh sir, and thank you, Pushpi ma'am and Anupama ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Teachers' credits will be given on the basis of the feedback form. Okay, so you all have to fill in it. Accordingly, I can assign the credits. Please fill in the feedback form. I'm again sharing the link with you.